It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. Check, check.
My mind's telling me no.
Oh, we're not doing that.
Should have listened.
That's
Hit it.
How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize here.
She take my money.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm in need.
It's actually good, yes. The reason we came on with that intro there is simply because today we will be talking about gold diggers. And it made perfect sense to start that way. So I appreciate you for that. You actually brought something to the podcast, and that's what I like.
I bring everything to the podcast.
But this is my microphone.
I bring good looks to the podcast. I bring charm and wit. I bring intellect to the podcast.
Debatable at best.
I bring wisdom. I bring a full head of hair.
I got a hat on. My hair is great right now.
Yeah, it is. It's great under that hat.
You said head, and on my head,
it's fantastic under that hat.
So it's cool. Listen. Don't distract me when I'm in the middle of something, okay?
Okay.
Now, I'm talking about gold diggers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where this came from is when I was flying across country recently. There was this attractive female in the airport, right? We were in this section. We had an all-night layover, so we had to be there for like 8 to...
Oh, I know how this story starts.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's not what... Nope. So, as I was saying, we had this attractive female. She was over there talking. Before. Don't do that. Sitting over there, and she was in her own space. This was in Black Men Real Life is what this was. I was just in the airport.
Actually, no, it wouldn't be on black.com because they only film in the same house.
That's fair, yeah. One big ass house.
They only film in the same house overlooking LA.
That is very true. It always looks good from every angle, though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so she was over there. She's talking to her friends, and I was thinking, I'm like, we're gonna be over here all night long. It was like probably 10 something at this point. We had a flight at 9 in the morning, so I'm like, we about to be here for 12 hours. I should probably just say something to her so we can chop it up regardless. But then she was talking, and I'm listening to her, and she was like, yeah, some guy just hit on me over about a Chick-fil-A, whatever, da 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 da. I'm like, all right, let me listen to a little more of the story before I ever say anything. I just want to hear what she says. So she was like, I didn't care about this guy at all. I didn't even find him attractive. I wasn't paying him no attention. Next thing I know, I saw his watch. Girl, I was like, oh, okay. Let me see what he's talking about. Next thing I know, he's talking about flying me out to the East Coast, talking about coming to Philly and something and this and that. I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to just mind my P's and Q's and just stay over here. I ain't got time for that kind of thing. You know what I mean? That ain't my bag. So it's just like, it was funny to me to think because I don't feel like, I was thinking to myself at the time, I don't think that's a common thing for guys to say, okay, I'm going to holler at a woman because of her wealth, right? Or what she may have.
It's not.
But then I thought about it a little more. And I realized that I do know multiple people that are dating women that they don't actually like as much as they would put on because of their status and where they are in life.
Yo, the economy's hard out here, son.
It's fucking quarantine.
It's hard. There was a girl in my life who I almost did that with. I almost went ahead and did that. I almost was like, there was this girl.
You were gonna gold dig it up?
She was in love.
She takes my money.
I was gonna take her money. She was in love with me. She was in love with me. She was in love with me. And real talk, real talk, I loved her too. Just
not enough to actually love her. You just wanted her money.
No, it was.
Did you say her name?
I did not see her.
Oh, I thought you said her name. I was about to say, did you say Stephanie?
It's I wish. If it was Stephanie McMahon, shit, you would not know me.
I didn't. Well,
you would not know me.
That's fair. We got some people saying hello. What up?
What's going on in there? You would not know me. No. But there was this girl who I met. We had been, dating or whatever for a while. Mm-hmm. The problem was, and it broke down to this again, the same two things it typically breaks down to with me and women. She wanted
they have vaginas.
She wanted strict monogamy. Not you. Oh. She wanted strict monogamy, and she wanted children, and I didn't want either. And I could have given her the strict monogamy, essentially at gunpoint, but I wouldn't have given her kids.
You wouldn't have given her kids.
I wouldn't have given her children, and that would have ended the whole thing anyway. So rather than do all that and then come out the back end
at some point, like
right, and come out the back end like just worse off than before, or dealing with a whole bunch of other shit, dealing with, God forbid, a divorce. Even though she'd been divorced before, she's like, I don't want to get married again. We all know that's not true.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I almost did that. And again, I really did love her, but it wasn't gonna work. And also, it wasn't gonna work because at the time I was gonna do it, she saw me at my weakest point.
Yeah,
like she saw me as
when you were like
down.
When
I was really starting to go through some shit.
Yeah.
And I saw in her eyes how the switch happened from her being in love with me to her really kind of not really wanting to have anything to do with me. And that kind of goes back to what you were talking. That really is the explanation for the gold digger that you met at the airport. Women and men are looking for two different things. That's reptilian brain shit.
Reptilian brain.
That's reptilian brain shit.
California shit.
Women in general. Generally speaking, it's all generally speaking.
We're live. I want to hear feedback from this. No, go ahead.
I'm not talking about you specifically or you specifically.
He's talking about you. He's talking about you. Whoever gets offended, please.
Or anybody listening, I'm talking about women in general.
I want instant feedback.
Reptilian brain women in general. And it's not something that they're conscious of. It's something that...
Stop. Say it. Just say it.
Are looking for a man to protect them. And in today's society, that means money. Actually, not today's society, in society in general for hundreds of years, that means money. So, by the way, all that shit, looking at the watch, my cousins used to tell me about that. My cousins back in the day.
Female cousins?
Male cousins.
Oh.
They all had at least one expensive watch.
Yeah.
Or at least expensive looking watch. They all had at least one pair of expensive or at least expensive looking shoes. Dress and street shoes. Because it's the little shit. Because back in the day, let's say we're talking about late 90s, you can go out in your FUBU shit if you want to, but if you actually had on a pair of actual Air Jordans, they'd know.
Right.
If you had on an actual Rolex, you know what I'm saying? They'd see.
Name brands are a big thing, especially in like hip hop culture.
Right.
So that's a big deal. So I get it. It's interesting because I've never been that person. Like I've always been like the hoodie, sweatpants, athletic gear type of person. I don't care about what I put off as far as that vibe with people, you know what I mean? Like it just never has been my thing because I know I can talk and I know who I am. So like when I'm in that moment, that's just what I do. So to think of people responding better off of, oh, this guy's got more money in his pocket or this guy's got that, because I heard a lot of rappers, I do music, y'all don't know that, but everybody on the podcast knows I do music. The intro even has some of my stuff in there, but typically with rappers, you hear a lot of them say, yeah, they won't own me until I got money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of rappers say that shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be that guy. That's not my thing. Like, I've been fine with women my whole life. I've never had that issue. And
here he goes again with the humble brag.
I was waiting for you to say that. But, yeah, with that thing, though, it's not like a thing for me because I just know how to talk to women. It's not I have to really think it out or do something bizarre over the top or change something in myself to be able to spark a conversation and get them going. You know what I mean? It's just like I never reach like that. So when I see that shit, it always throws me off. So like when she was saying that and I was listening to her, I'm like, oh, man. But then I'm looking at the girl. She probably was 22, 23, 24, somewhere in that range. Can I really be mad at her for that?
I don't think it's an age thing. I think women in general like that. I think women in general, for the most part, like if we're talking about up till I don't know, maybe mid 40s, 50s, somewhere.
I don't know.
If they're looking for a guy, they're looking for a guy who can take care of them in one way or the other. They're looking for a guy who can take care of them financially and or reptilian brain wise, physically.
But technically, let me play devil's advocate for a second because I feel like men are looking for the same thing in a sense. We're looking for somebody to take care of the other set of things. You're saying it from one side, but we're looking for the same thing. We're looking for nurturing and people that are more, caring towards us in that sense. Because life is hard as it is. So
yeah,
I hear what you're saying, but it's like two sides of the same coin.
Eventually, at the start, we're looking for physical.
Yeah. I mean, in a lot of cases, it depends though. That depends too, though.
Generally speaking.
Yeah, I was gonna say because that depends too though. Because if you're coming off of something, you could have been in a really physical relationship, but if the person was dumb as a bucket of something dumb. I don't have anything right now, but you're right.
Fish store ladders.
There you go. Sure, let's do that. But that's how you know we ain't potted in a while.
Fish store ladders. What?
But anyway, with that being said, like when you have somebody like that, you may be looking for an intellect. Because for me, I know right now, my whole thing is like, whoever I talk to next, I want them to be on the same wavelength with me mentally, more so than just the physical. Like, I can find the physical. That's not really a thing. But
again, another humble brag. I'm gonna need you to stop.
Is that a humble brag?
It is when I haven't found the physical
you said you're not willing to be with one woman.
Shit, in almost a year.
But you said you're not willing to be with one woman, and then you said you're not willing to have children. We're getting some questions. Let's see which one do you like using more, Instagram, Snapchat, or LiveMe? Haha. Take a random question here. What would you go with there?
It's my first time using LiveMe.
LiveMe's got a lot of people coming in. This feels like old chat room.
I stopped using Snapchat a long time ago. So Instagram.
Yeah, probably Instagram. I never used LiveMe before. This ain't even mine, so probably get one after this because it's a lot of interaction up here. I like it, but where were we? But yeah, I don't know. I think for me, it's just that whole concept of like finding somebody with similar mental aspects for me personally. But I know you said you're generalizing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's weird, man. For me, when I think of people that me and my boy used to talk about it all the time. We used to talk about how some women are more attracted to you when you have money. That's a crazy concept to me.
Most women
I am more attracted to you now because I know your bank account is high.
But here's the problem.
That's a crazy concept.
But here's the problem in that whole logic. You said that as if as the woman admitting it. The woman will never admit it. You found one in the airport who was talking to her homegirl. And was admitting it. But in real life, the woman will never admit it. And or even if she doesn't think that way, even if she thinks she doesn't think that way, in her brain, that's not how it works. Because in her brain, she wants you to be able to take care of her one way or the other.
Wait, so you can see the inside of women's brains?
No.
You're like Mel Gibson from that one movie.
I'm talking about. I wish. I'm talking about the girl.
No, you don't.
Although he looked like. Although the clips of the movie, he looked like he was going nuts.
Yeah, you're goddamn. You don't want to know what's in there.
But the girl I was seeing, who I was talking about, I saw it on her face. I saw it on her face when I disappeared, because I was going through some shit. Because when she was really in love with me was when I was on my shit. Was when I was building my YouTube channel.
Right.
Was when I was trying to make moves and stuff like that, and like I saw that turn her on.
Nah, I get that because like that's kind of what it is.
And then when the bottom of it literally all fucking fell out.
Yeah. Yeah, you can feel it. I mean, I've been in that situation where you're rocking with somebody and they know you for one thing or another, and then it's like when that shit changes or alters and you change and you alter a little bit, even in any kind of sense. Like for me, I've been a musician forever, So a lot of people knew me for that. They knew me as the rapper guy. So as I started to calm down, I'm like, okay, I'm in my 30s now. I'm trying to just chill and be more of a regular person, I guess. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to strive for that superstardom shit anymore. And that has really, a lot of women were like, ooh, I don't know. I kind of like that version of you. It's like, I know you were more of a playboy at that point. You were after multiple women and you were doing this thing and doing that thing. But I kind of prefer it because you had a certain ego and a certain way you walked and moved around. Yeah, and it's like, I'm not less confident than I was. I'm still as cocky and confident as ever. But I'm just not that overly ambitious, crazy, young, mid-20s hungry for everything like that. You know what I mean? It's more like stability and comfortability in my life now that I'm looking for, to be stable and be able to figure out, okay, what's best for me in my 30s? That kind of thing. More so than like, all right, I'm just out every day. Hey, I'm beating the pavement. Y'all gonna listen to this music. Here's my music. Here's my music. Here's my music. Because that's what it was before. It was a show. Right. Record. Post. Send.
I would say keep doing that. Although the world now, who knows how any of that
people fucking kick me in the face. What the fuck do you want? Back up. 6 feet. Get back.
The fuck out of it.
Fuck are you doing? Give me no damn mixtape. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
I can't fault, ironically enough, and this is going to surprise a whole lot of people out there who think I'm some He-Man woman hater. But
you are. Yeah.
But
let's focus on that for a second.
But I can't outright fault this. We'll just call her Gold Digger. I can't fault Gold Digger in the airport for this, just because that's her nature. You know what I mean? Like that's generally speaking, in general, yes, not every woman is the same.
Such a crazy statement, though.
But it's true.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
For who though? I think it's a person by person thing, though.
It's deep seated reptilian brain.
I don't know, man. I don't know, because like I think a lot of that shit, you could say that, but I don't know. That's like, It's like when they talk about black people in the hood, in a lot of cases, they'll be like, oh, well, we didn't know anything better, right? That kind of goes to that reptilian shit. It's what we've seen our whole lives. But that's, people get out of that shit, is what I'm saying. So I don't take that as like all at one time. Like, and also, there are white families that have had an advantage.
That's a societal.
Yeah, but that's kind of the same concept.
That's it's the same concept, but it's different things. It's the same concept, but it's apples and oranges. Because we can't really control what we're attracted to as humans. We can control what we do in terms of, trying to succeed, educate ourselves, better ourselves, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to be attracted to a thick-bodied, curly-haired chick. You know what I'm saying?
No, not you.
Like, I'm still going to be, you're still going to be, attracted to, lanky white dudes that look like Woody from Toy Story 4. Like, you're still going to be attracted to what you're going to be attracted to. You know what I'm saying?
Your preference is your preference.
Right.
And if that's what you like,
and
I'm here to support you, friend.
And that's our reptilian primate brain shit. And our reptilian primate brain shit, for men, a lot of times we're looking for something that looks fantastic, at least at first. And, the rest comes with it. With women, a lot of times they're looking for somebody who can protect them one way or the other, whether that be financially or quote unquote physically. That's why every woman in the world is like, I need me a 6 foot tall dude. It's like, really? Why? Because he can protect me. Can he? From a gun?
That's not really true though, because some women don't legitimately. A lot of women don't care about that. Like, they don't care about a dude being a certain height. Like, I know that's something for you because you always talk about height. You love to talk about height.
That's because I've experienced it firsthand.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily matter,
man.
Because
I know. Experienced it firsthand.
Look, one of my best friends, my whole life, my boy Michael. He was in one of our live chats on Facebook. Dude is 5'9" tops, maybe 5'8".
That's a decent enough height to get chicks.
6 foot is the average for a man. That's the average for a man. It's a big difference between 5'9" and 6 foot.
There is, but there's also a difference between 5'9" and 5'5".
Yeah, but my point is, point being,
that difference is a lot of fucking difference.
It's his swagger though, is the whole thing. He carries himself like, I know what I do. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm finna like. And I come in this place, I'm about to take whatever I want, pretty much. And that's the way he rolls. He's always been like that. And we used to battle back in the day, like as kids. We would like see the same girl and be like, oh, all right, game on. We kind of go like that. But
the girl is mine type shit.
Right, legitimately.
I don't understand the way you think.
Go ahead, get your
saying
shit
that she's yours, not mine.
There you go. Hey,
sending roses and your silly dreams. Really, just a copyright.
We're not supposed to sip at the same time. You were supposed to keep singing while I sipped. It was never supposed to stop like that. I didn't want that to happen.
This podcast is real. Some weird shit because we've been saying and doing a lot of the same shit at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm starting to worry about. Starting to worry about some shit.
There's 237 people in here right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Dope.
I think at the top. What are y'all even doing during quarantine? I want some of those answers while we wait for a second. We're gonna get back to what we're doing over here, but since we're live too, I want to know what you guys. What is this app called? Live Me.
Live Me.
I want to know what you guys in Live Me land are doing during quarantine. Give me some random topics and shit. Comment some stuff that y'all are doing. I want to reach out and say some shit to y'all. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. Yeah, his confidence though is the way he carried himself. And it's the same thing with me because I got a bad leg, man. I got a fucking limp since birth. That shit goes a long way. But after a while, it was like, hey, fuck it. I gotta carry it like it is. It is what it is. I gotta take what I got and use it, and that's what I do. And it does not stop me from doing shit. I bag a bunch of women because of it. Like the confidence. That's what it is. That's not a humble brag. That's a straight up brag.
Humble bragging to stop.
No. That wasn't a humble brag. That was a straight up brag. Like I do it. I do this shit. I'm not. Nothing about my physical limitations stops me from going out and bagging the hottest chick in the bar. Nothing. If I can get her to talk to me, I can pull her 9 times out of 10 because I know how to talk. I know what I'm saying. I'm not like, your boobs, they're great. You have great tits.
You saying that doesn't work? Hold on, let me write that down. Don't comment on it.
Man, you know what? That's all I'm saying. I don't think that, I think it has a lot more to do with self-confidence in a lot of situations than necessarily height or these kinds of things. If you're talking about physical attributes.
So then you still think that the girl at the airport is a gold digger?
Yeah, I do. Because she said she was not attracted to the guy until...
And not just expressing her inner primate gold digger.
Nah, I think that was just her. No, I think that was just her. I think she literally was like, yo, I didn't think this guy was attractive. He was unattractive completely. Until I saw his watch. And then I was like, damn, all right. Yeah, I kind of fuck with you.
Money changes a lot.
That's crazy, though.
Money
That's what I mean.
changes a lot.
So, I think that is the definition to me of a gold digger.
Money changes a lot.
You're literally looking at somebody's
Lyle Lovett
appearance.
and Julia Roberts back in the day.
It's crazy.
Money changes. Jermaine Dupri and Janet Jackson. Money changes a lot. Money changes a lot.
Wait, but she was the rich one.
I don't know if they weren't near the same level because JD was a big time producer of a lot of big acts.
Yeah, JD, he did.
JD was a big time producer of a lot of big acts.
Jacksons though, that's like the color blue. Like they got extra money.
True.
That's the Jacksons as a conglomerate.
True.
Yeah. No,
I mean, she didn't marry him, but she was with him.
No, she was on Good Times.
She was with him.
That's what I'm saying. But then
she went to a billionaire. She ended up marrying a billionaire.
That's what I'm saying. She went to somebody in her class.
She ended up marrying a billionaire.
She was tired of JD's porting.
But it's the same thing. And you see those pictures all the time of Selma Hayek married some old ass billionaire dude because he's a billionaire.
You know what Selma Hayek looks like?
She still looks bomb.
She looks like my ex-girlfriend, which is really crazy. It's really bizarre.
Wow.
They look very similar.
Wow.
I saw her one day. She was talking. I was
Selma,
like,
if you're watching or listening, you can look like my next ex-wife.
That's fair.
That's
fair. But he's not going to give you children, and he.
She already got children.
No, but he's not going to give you children.
She already got them.
And also, he doesn't.
She already got them. Actually, I might give her children. That'll secure me for 18 years or so.
So back to the gold digging topic.
Yeah, like that Dave Chappelle skit. Gotcha, bitch.
Right. Oh, what was that? Oprah.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
Bye, baby.
Sydney, stop calling this house. Trying to break up a happy home.
Break up a happy home.
That shit was hilarious.
All right, so I actually side a little bit more with Miss Gold Digger than you do.
Really?
Because I just think it's her nature. I just think.
Yeah, I think that's a person by person thing. I just
think that's who she is.
I can't just give her credit for that. I'm not doing that. I'm not. And it could no. But see, here's the thing. It could be just who she is, right?
Yeah.
From the perspective of not. But I don't think
she's just more open and honest about it than most people are.
See,
than most women are.
The way you're saying it, you're putting it as a conglomerate for women
in
right?
general.
I'm looking at her.
Generally
saying,
speaking,
I think that's who
generally
she is.
Speaking.
Right. But I think that's who she is. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that like she gets a pass because, as you say, most women are gold diggers. Like I don't.
Not most, in general. Generally speaking, and I didn't say gold diggers.
General is most.
I didn't say gold diggers.
No, you didn't.
I said generally speaking, women look for a guy that
protect them.
That can
that's what you said.
Protect them in one way or another,
or
money or physically, whatever it is. They look for that. You know, that figure, that daddy figure. You know what I'm saying?
What are those? That daddy figure. God,
I know.
Damn, you really are looking for some hate today, boy. This is on your shit, right?
This is on mine.
This ain't mine. All right. His name is Surreal 469.
Yeah, it is.
Because I don't want none of that smoke. None of that looking for daddy figure smoke. I'm not doing that shit. When this podcast comes out and they on your ass tomorrow, I don't want to hear a goddamn thing.
Well, let them be on my ass, especially if they're an attractive young lady.
All right.
They can be on my everything.
Okay. Hey.
Hell, let's get this podcast out faster. Where can they find you? Shit.
Well, I'm a 1989 TRE, the guy that wasn't saying anything bad about women. That would
I didn't say nothing bad about it.
No, excuse me. Let me just put my tag out. I would be 1989 TRE on everything but YouTube because YouTube hates me, and everybody knows that. And you are.
I am Surreal.
The hater of all women.
I'm not the hater of all women. I love women. I love women of most shapes and sizes. I love women
of most shapes and sizes.
Most shapes and sizes.
So which sizes don't you like in shapes?
Callista Flockhart skinny or Gabby Sidibe big.
Why are you always saying names?
Those aren't who I somewhere in between we can rock.
Sidibe. Who the fuck is Gabby Sidibe?
Precious.
Didn't she lose weight?
Not a lot. Like not she did. She did, and she lost a lot for her, but she's still
now that
big.
you've shown your true colors. Where can they find you, sir?
They can find me at Surreal469 on everything. That's SURREAL, the numbers 469 on everything except Daily Motion, cause fuck Daily Motion.
Hey, that's new.
That is brand new.
That wasn't there before.
That is brand new. Daily Motion apparently has a problem with people saying go to my Patreon, which is fucking stupid.
Hey, speaking of Patreons, don't you have something to say about that?
Well, we have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/getherepod. That's patreon.com/getherepod to help support the podcast. You can also find us on Twitter at here_pod, Instagram and Facebook at getherepodcast, and shit, I think that's it. Oh, and YouTube at just look up How Do We Even Get Here? Or Get Here Podcast. Well, look up How Do We Even Get Here podcast, and you can find our episode.
And also, you can find me out here slinging this thing around. Okay, so if you need it, I got it for you. You know what I'm saying?
By this thing, he means that receding hairline of his.
I got a hat on. I told you they can't see this shit.
Mm-hmm.
We're good. We're good over here. See where his beard connects? He's so jealous.
You know, keep it on all the time like Turtle from Entourage.
Fucking right. Taking this shit off. Also, I just like to put out there my hairline is not as bad as he makes it sound.
In the podcast.
Okay. Man, god damn it. We out.
Peace.